Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com bringing you a quick update video because I know you've been wondering where in the world we've been and what's been going on. Very short version of the story is this. We got notified about 3 weeks ago that our landlord wanted to sell their house. We're not in a position to buy it. We got all of our money tied up in KGTropicals, so we had to move. And we had about 3 weeks to do it, find a new place, get all of that settled, and then move all of our stuff over there. I cannot tell you how proud I am of Lisa. She basically took that project on herself. And she said, John, you go in there and handle things with KGTropicals. I got the house. Don't worry about it. And now I did help. It's not like I was just lazy and stayed in here. But she did the bulk of the work. And I tell you, I don't know what we would have done without her because she definitely got us where we need to be. So we're in a great new place. We're really happy there. And you don't care about all that. You don't care about our new house, but we're really happy about that. It's finally over. We still got a whole lot of unpacking to do at the new place, but as far as being limited with time and everything else, we're all settled there. We moved the last stuff over yesterday, so that's all done and we're ready to get back into the swing of things and start putting these videos out for all of you. Again, what are we gonna do? Well, there's gonna be a couple of things. The first thing, like the title of the video says, I am gonna reveal today what we're gonna be doing out in the warehouse. People have been blowing me up wanting to know what that is. But we're also gonna get back into the swing of things as far as our KGTropicals videos goes. With KG Q&A, Tank Talk, we're gonna do the series So You Want to Start a Fish Business. We're gonna have all these videos coming out and we're gonna be working on them very soon. And Lisa's gonna be doing her series on Mbunas. Very quick update. We had somebody come in last week and offer us a deal we couldn't refuse on our Red Devils, the Jaguar, the Jack Dempsey, and the Gar up in our 150. So we're gonna go ahead and sell those fish. Again, in an effort to make this entire building African cichlids. So they're gonna buy all of those. Their tanks are getting ready right now to accommodate those fish. That tank is going to become Lisa's Mbuna tank, so that's going to be exciting. That's going to be a lot of fun to put that together, and it's going to be her backdrop for her videos in the Mbuna series. So I'm excited about that. She's excited about that. That's going to be really cool. So again, we're going to get right back into the swing of things and do things the way we were before. I know all that's been coming out over the last few weeks has been the shipment videos. We count on those videos to drive business to our website. So those are absolutely necessary, and if something has to give, it has to be the Q&As and the Tank Talks. But that's not a problem anymore because we can get right back into it as of right now. So you can expect that coming in the next couple of weeks. 2 or 3 Q&As a week, Tank Talk at least once a week. Maybe you all should send me some content that we should talk about on Tank Talk. Help me out a little bit, because I did have a little bit of writer's block going on there. I kind of felt like I've covered everything. What else can I talk about? So anyway, all right, I'm sweating enough. You guys are wondering what's going on out in that warehouse. All right, you know I like to ramble on and on and on, and I'm gonna try to be brief about this. A lot of you guessed it. A lot of you know what it is that I'm gonna do out there. You put it in the comment sections in the other videos, and you were right. We are getting back into the furniture restoration business out in that warehouse. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a nice addition to this business. Now, there's something about it that I think you're going to find really interesting, and it's something that I almost feel like I have to document on YouTube. Here's the story. I was a custom cabinet maker and furniture restorer for 10 years. Okay, that's what I did. Professionally, that's how I put food on the table. I had a 1,500 square foot custom woodworking shop in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Now, in 2008, not going to go into details, the world came crashing down, okay? And when that happened, I had to shut the shop down and I had to go back on the road to handling mobile furniture repair. Basically, I went to customers' houses and I fixed their furniture in-home, got paid right away, and moved on to the next job. That was a nice way to make a living. That's what I just quit doing a couple of months ago. And that helped me get through the world crashing down in 2008. But I did have to shut the shop down. When I shut it down, I temporarily moved $45,000 worth of woodworking equipment into a temporary storage area. Well, guess what happened? I went there one day to get a fish tank out of that storage unit and everything was gone. It was a private storage unit. It was a 3-car garage that I was renting from somebody. It was out in the woods. Somebody pulled a truck up to it and stole every single piece of equipment that I had. Equipment that I was collecting, good Lord. Equipment that I was collecting for over 20 years because I wasn't always professional at it, but I was always a woodworker. My entire adult life I've been working with wood, and I only did it about 10 years professionally. So I'd been accumulating this stuff almost my entire life, and it all got ripped away from me in one night. In case you're wondering, yes, I got the police involved. King George is a small town. I talked to everybody I knew. Nobody knew anything. The stuff is gone. Move on. That was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago that happened. So, the reason why this is going to be interesting is because I'm going to be starting this company out in the warehouse restoring antique furniture, and I have no tools. Starting from scratch. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun because in the beginning, when I start to show these projects to you, it's basically going to be doing it on a bare bones budget. We're going to make furniture look amazing. We're going to make it look like museum, well, I shouldn't say museum quality, that's a little crazy, but we're going to make this stuff look incredible, and we're going to do it on a shoestring budget with very little equipment. Now, it's not always going to be that way. We're going to accumulate equipment as we move on, but in the beginning, we got to work with what God gave us, and that's pretty much all we got. So I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. My plan is to, like I said, document all of it on YouTube and document each project. Not every single one, but the interesting projects we're going to document on video, start to finish. Do like a introduction to the piece, how I got where I was going, and then the finished result. I think it's going to be fun. There's not a whole lot of videos out there talking about this kind of stuff, especially videos that go into the kind of detail that I do. So I'm excited about it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be the kind of thing that's going to make us a fortune right off the bat. That's going to take some time. Of course, our priority is KGTropicals. That's never going to change. But I've got 1,000 square feet out there, and it serves no purpose at all. So I might as well do something that's going to bring in a little extra change into the building here. So that's what's going to happen out in that warehouse, and we already have our first project to work on out there. I keep saying our, I keep saying we. It's just me. It's not anybody else out there. But I say we and our because I'm including you, because I'm hoping that all of you will go over and subscribe to the new YouTube channel. It doesn't exist yet, but when I do create it, I will let you know, and hopefully you go over there and follow along with this new endeavor that we have going on out there. I know I say this over and over again, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's something that you'll find interesting. Even if you're not a woodworker, I think you might find the process of going from point A to point B a lot of fun, and you can watch a business grow from scratch. I'm going to be starting with some screwdrivers and some sandpaper and razor blades, and there's not a whole lot to get started with. So I have to do it that way, and I just think that that's going to make it even more interesting. So if you're wondering, the company is going to be called either KG Woodworks or KG Restorations. Not quite sure yet. We haven't decided on that. But it is going to involve KG because it kind of fits, you know. So everything that happens with that new company is going to be documented on YouTube. So I hope you'll move over there and subscribe to that channel when it's there. And I hope that you'll go on this little journey with me because I think it's going to be lots and lots of fun. And I think it's going to teach you something too. So we ought to have a good time with that. Thank you all for bearing with us for the last few weeks here. It's been absolutely crazy, as you can imagine, and hopefully it gets even crazier, because as long as things are crazy in here, we can keep the lights on and keep food on the table. So thank you for watching. Be looking for, well, I can't even tell you what to be looking for because I don't know what the company's name's going to be called yet, and I don't know what the YouTube channel's going to be yet, but be looking for an announcement. How's that? In the coming weeks, that will give you a heads up on what that YouTube channel is going to be, and I hope that you go over there and go on this journey with me. It's going to be fun. I'm saying the same things over and over again. It's time to end this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging in there with us, and we'll see you in a couple of days with a long overdue KG Q&A. We'll see you next time.